What's going on, Assassins? We're completing the Trifecta with Assassin's Creed Origins as we do their weekly reset as well. And before anybody asks, the reason that I do this is because there are some people who are just getting around to it, who are just starting it right now. I plan on doing all the other Assassin's Creed games as well, besides all the other brand new games that are coming out like Cyberpunk and stuff like that. Yeah, I definitely want to cover all bases and take care of everybody. I want you all to have what you need because that is who I am. Anyway, let's get this show started. I'm Darkstrider, the YouTube Assassin. Let's fight some gods. So our two gods today are going to be Anubis as our normal mode god, and then Sekhmet as our hard mode god. And Sekhmet is such a pain in the rear to me, not just in the sense of reaching her, but also just like her attitude and the stuff that she does. Now, Anubis, what we want to do, again, as I've told you guys before, we want to make sure that we've got some kind of gear that kind of protects us, or if you really don't have gear that will give you health, like I've got, which is technically literally gear from the gods, what you want to do is you want to go and get some really damaging gear. Something that will really just hit them and take their life. Drain it quick. Alright? Something with poison or whatever. And speaking of poison, we want to get out of there as quickly as possible whenever we see that bone cage. And we want to avoid those little blights in the ground because those are going to end us quickly. You want to take out his minions quickly. It'll damage him as well. As you saw the hyenas here, you want to avoid them if you can. And again, I'm gaining health because I'm hitting him with arrows that are healing me because of the weapon that I have. He has this pattern. He does it all the time. As soon as you hit around a quarter of his health, he'll bring out his minions. You hit about half his health, he'll bring out his minions. And you see he's got these little things showing up there in the middle of this bone cage. You want to get out. You also want to make sure that you pay attention to his minions. You want to make sure you know that you got them all. Because you'll be surprised how many times I'll run away and I'll run for a hot minute and then turn around and there's a guy I missed. That bubble on his chest doesn't reappear. Another thing you want to always be doing is you want to always be checking to make sure you find these little bags on the ground. Those actually give you some more arrows, and you're going to need it because that's the only way you're going to replenish in order to like battle him. The other thing you want to do is you always want to make sure that you're avoiding all of his traps. Right now, when you see the other hyenas, you know that you're down to almost a quarter health. And another thing you want to keep in mind with all these gods is that any of these traps, any of these things will hurt the minions as well. So you can run around, you could avoid his minions, his fireballs or whatever will hit those things. See, look, I'm running, proof. See, there's two hyenas over there that I completely missed. All because I thought I got them all. You also want to make sure you're not straying too far out of bounds here. Otherwise, the god fight is over and you got to start over from the beginning. Okay, now the bubble pop. You always got to keep in mind that you always have to make sure you know that you got all those guys. And if you don't see those, if you don't see his chest bubble pop again or show up again, you know that you didn't get him. You got to go find those other guys. And there we go. After the whole fight, we got him. and you'll get a piece of the god armor. You'll have to do this twice. There are 2 sets of god armor that you can get. You could get one just doing it regularly, and then you could get one after you already have the first set. You redo the set, and you'll get the second armor. And then the third set, you'll have to beat all the hard mode gods. Now, I got 1,000 XP for defeating them, and then I got another 1,000 XP because I already have all the gear. But they did give me 250 drachmae. Not a lot, not important. It would be nice if it was more, but now it's off to do Sekhmet. Our hard mode god is Sekhmet this week, and I hate Sekhmet. Number one, because it's just so far out of the way to get to. It takes forever. And number two, she really does have a lot of powerful attacks. I think she's the hardest boss, even without being hard mode. And hard mode, she's about 3 levels higher than you. So level 55 is the highest level. She's level 58. Oh, I'm out of ammo. We need some more bags. In the meanwhile, got my other bow that actually has the same effects. Alright, so we've got her down, and here come her crew. Want to make sure we get all of them. Same thing. Taking them out actually harms her. And she actually can kill them with her own bevy of attacks. That one attack right there with the fire is just a pain. That one really sucks. She also throws fireballs. She has like fire rings. She does like a lot of crazy things. And if you are not prepared, if you are not trained, she will kill you quick. I know I'm making this look easy just because I've done it like so many times, but in all honesty, do not test her. Make sure that you've got some good gear. Again, you want something that's going to kill her quick. Poison if you don't have anything healing. You definitely want something healing that like will actually just take her life and give you health. You're going to need that. You want to avoid her fireball. Like, look at this thing, man. She's got a single one, and then she's got the dual one. Look, I'm out of arrows again. Oh, look, I'm about to reset. See? That's what I mean by going out of the pounds. You want to make sure you're always in bounds. Be aware of your surroundings. I know a lot of the time you're looking at that and you're not paying attention. Of course, I had to get the biggest guy. And I actually killed him. That's amazing. In all honesty, the only reason that I'm even making this look even somewhat easy is just because of the stupid amount of ability points I have. Guys, you know the YouTube assassin. You know what I do. You know I love gathering up all kinds of ability points. Look at this. I've got 135 in Warrior, 110 in Hunter, 110 in Seer. My goal is to make it so that I could one-shot these gods with one arrow. I want to go and I want to punch a war elephant with my bare fist and kill it in one shot. That's what I want to do. I mean, that might not be your goal. I know a lot of people have the complaint, hey, listen, you're too OP at that point. But it does make the game fun seeing how far you can go, at least to me. Not to begrudge you if you don't like that, if you want to, you know, beat it with only 30 skill points. I mean, you obviously have more skill than I do, but that's just my thing. So here we go. I defeated a god, got 1,000 points, got the 250 drachmae, get another 1,000 points because there's no prize for me to take, and that's it. But you know what? It's not over. Let's go take a look at Reda. 900 years before Valhalla. Now, for all you Valhalla fans, this is Reda. 900 years or more prior to what was going down in the events of Valhalla. He had the Nomad's Bazaar. He sold a bunch of the carbon crystals, which you would need in order to upgrade your gear, but if you were savvy and you knew where to look, you could find all the carbon crystals you need. So to me, this was kind of useless. But he also sold Heka chests, and if you buy a Heka chest, there was a chance you could get an epic or legendary item at your current level. Besides that, you could also sell those back off because I don't need this crap. In this game, unlike Odyssey, the legendary gear was actually the best gear to have. And there was a chance that, like, he would give you something. Now, he did a daily quest.
A shipment of weapons has gone missing. If you were to find it, I think you might find something of interest. Feel free to grab what you'd like from the stash.
Now, doing that quest, you would either have to return to him or just on the spot, you would get a legendary item. And that woman was topless walking by. Don't demonetize this, YouTube. That was not my fault. Anyway, we're going to go to that spot and see what happens. So Reda in Origins actually gave us some pretty crazy things to do occasionally. And one of them was to, like, go and find what's going on with a shipment.
Die, you worm!
Sometimes it was in, like, bandit camps. Sometimes it was in other things. I know that if you watched the Valhalla video earlier, I kind of got upset because I said that they were kind of repetitive. This game actually did give us repeats of, like, certain things, but they were more involved. They were a little bit difficult. They weren't as easy as I feel like Valhalla is. Now, we'll go up here. Here's the shipment.
As promised.
1500 XP. And what else did I get? Oh, I got a legendary. Humbaba's Fang. Now, unlike the Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla games, the thing with this is that the gear you could have multiples of. You could not only have multiples because if you found certain gear and let's say you were level 30 when you got the gear, you could upgrade it, yes, or you could play through the game, get to level 55, and you would just get a level 55 item. It kind of took longer to get all the legendary items, so now you see I've got this Humbamba's Fang. I could sell this off. This over here, this Ultima Blade, this was a Final Fantasy crossover, and you can't sell these. You could keep getting these every time you do a new game plus. I don't think they stopped doing that one quest in freaking in Origins. I'm pretty sure they haven't. Let me know if you want me to give you guys the link to like get that for the quest for that, because that was pretty wild. But you know, of course, they would give you certain things, and you could get multiples of everything, and you could sell them off to Reda, and you know, some of the stuff was only available in the store. Back in these days, Ubisoft was really guarding that store. They really, really wanted to protect their thing and really make you pay for what you wanted. But still, it was a lot of fun. I don't know, maybe I'll do a video later about the differences between the three games, the three past games. Some of these things definitely are not worth it. Some of these things are totally worth it. Epic totally was not worth it in this series, in Origins at least. Odyssey, Legendary, the only thing Legendary was good for was gaining those gold kind of engravings. And Valhalla just throws the whole system away, and everything you get can become mythical. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Do you still play Origins? Are you just playing Origins? What are your interests? Where do you want to see the future of the whole Assassin's Creed series go? I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, other than that, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until the next one, take care. Be good.